Hi, I'm Chris Turley, and welcome again to our blog. You know, the last couple of sessions have been about presentation of your home. We had the opportunity to speak with Jessica Dolan about the staging of the interior of a home to enhance the saleability of a property, you know, to increase the outcome for our seller clients. Today we have the privilege and the opportunity to speak with Anthony Diana. He's the owner of EcoLawn, a longtime past client of mine, a terrific help to clients of ours, and we'd like to speak with him a little bit about how the outside of the book can be enhanced by a terrific landscape group like EcoLawn. So let me just stop and take a moment here and ask Anthony to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about EcoLawn.
Okay. Well, EcoLawn is a full-service landscape maintenance company that specializes in environmentally conscious lawn and tree care. We provide a broad range of services, from complete service, year-round service that would include cleanups, lawn cutting, lawn care programs, tree and shrub programs, and we can do as little as a one-time lawn care program or a one-time mulch job or pruning job or something.
Right, right. You also handle some pretty big jobs as well, correct?
Yes. Well, we do your whole neighborhood.
Right, right, right.
And we do the village of Penn State and some other large properties.
Okay, so you can pretty much go big or small, whatever we need.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Hey, tell us something about what people can be doing from their perspective, either using you or even on their own, to enhance the saleability of their home when we're talking about, again, the outside of the book, the first impression, what people see when they pull up, when they drive by. How do you see that from a landscaper standpoint?
Well, as you know, the landscape is going to be one of the first things that a prospective home buyer is going to see, whether it's in a picture, on a website, or driving up to the home to actually look at it. And that's where they're going to get their first impression of your home and of you.
How about some specific tips that people can either have your company take care of for them or do themselves to enhance that outside of the book, the presentation of their house when people drive by, when people pull up? Talk to us a little bit about that. What are the first things that people should do when they're getting ready to sell their home?
Right. Well, I hope you don't mind me saying, but the first thing I think they should do is call you. I've bought a couple of your listings, and you've sold a home for me, and you and your team did a great job making that whole process as smooth as possible. You really helped us out a lot, and it was a good experience.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But as it relates to your landscape, there's three things that I think that everybody should do, which is clean up the lawn, clean up the trees and shrubs, and clean up your beds.
Okay.
So with your lawn, as soon as you think that you might be putting your house on the market, you should get a weed and feed type application on the lawn if you don't have that already. It may take some time for the results to kick in, and so I would start a treatment of some type on your lawn. Even if you only get one application down, greening up the lawn and killing the weeds is going to make a big difference in the presentation of it. The next thing with your lawn, you should make sure that you're mowing it properly. You don't want to, when you're finished, you don't want to have a lot of clippings left on the lawn that are going to turn brown. If people are walking on the lawn, you don't want that tracked in. Another thing that you could do is, as far as cutting it properly, make sure that the blade is sharp. Okay. And if you can, go ahead and bag the clippings. That's going to create a nice, clean look. And we've had people call us, things have happened, and they've needed us to cut their lawn on short notice. So you might want to contact a service of some type to at least have them on call in case something happens, depending on your schedule, if you can't get to it, so the lawn stays mowed on a regular basis.
Right, right. Yeah, people have a finite amount of time, and whatever they can delegate to professionals, it seems to make sense if they have the ability and the inclination.
Right, right.
Okay.
So, with your trees and shrubs, you want to make sure that they're neat. You don't want the trees and shrubs growing too tall, especially around windows. You don't want the shrubs to be growing up against the house or over a walkway.
Right.
With the trees, you want to make sure that they're elevated, that there's no obvious broken or hanging limbs in the tree. Yeah, so you want to remember that the trees and shrubs are there. They should accent the design and architecture of your house, not cover it up.
Okay, great. Okay, fantastic.
And then the other thing is your beds. You want to make sure that the leaves are cleaned out of them, that there's no weeds in them, and a nice fresh covering of mulch. It really provides a nice contrast between the bed and the lawn, and makes the overall appearance of the landscape just look that much nicer.
Fantastic. Well, I can tell you from personal experience as a real estate agent for 30 years, it's a big difference when I walk up to a home with a client, how they respond to it when a home is presented that way, with their beds in order, their lawn in order, their trees and shrubbery in order, as opposed to the things being in disarray. So I want to thank you for taking some time with us today. It's a little bit of a break. It's December right now, so I guess a little bit of a lull for you guys here between snow removal and getting everybody's yards ready. But I want to thank you so much for taking the time to share with our clients.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
You and your family have a great holiday.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks so much.